Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're here for Lord of the Mysteries, episode 8. Last episode, a ton of shit started coming together, which is really cool to see. We had the big, widespread image of the bunch of, like, interlinking things and all the above. Ton of details interlinking here. There's a ton of shit going on. And, yeah, Klein managed to fully digest the seer potion, which he did so by openly admitting that divinations are not always the answer, or will not always give you a certified answer, and once he did that, it fully digested. So we can move on to the next potion, which is Clown. Some of you guys clarified that Apprentice is actually its own pathway entirely. It just got paired up there for what had been discovered. So that confused me a little bit, but Apprentice has nothing to do with the Seer pathway. It is its completely own thing. So Clown is the next step, which is very interesting, because if Clown is sequence 8, then why was the Clown guy... What was the Clown guy? He was not Clown. They said he was a sequence 7, which means he is the next step in the Seer pathway. So what is that exactly? Why would he be dressed up as a clown if it doesn't help him digest his potion anymore? If he's already fully digested the clown potion and he's on to the next step, why the hell is he dressing up as a clown still? My only assumption could be is that's just his profession. He is just literally a clown as his job to make money. So he just happens to be dressed up as a clown in the scene. And when he was digesting the sequence 8 potion, you can assume he got the job of a clown to help digest the potion quicker. And naturally, in doing so, he just kept the job afterwards or something like that, which is why he was still dressed up as a clown. But maybe it has something to do with the sequence 7 as well. We don't know what the sequence 7 is, so it's possible it has something to do with that as well. And then we also learned that the thing that, I forget the exact words they use, but the like scary or whatever pathway that the Antigonus family has is the Seer pathway. They have the entire Seer pathway, which is crazy. So Klein, it'd be great if Klein could get his hands on that. There's so much stuff going on. There's the doll thing, which seems like a direct counterpart to the other doll that we have that we used back in episode 3. There's a doll thing behind the big Chinese gates, and it like showed Klein something, but then it took his memory away. I forget what exactly Klein said it showed him. Let me go back and look real quick. Yes, okay, it was this symbol. I'm gonna keep this up in case I need to come look at it again. But it is this symbol that it showed Klein. Okay, Crunchyroll bugged out. So it showed him this symbol that we have no idea what exactly this associates with, but it is there. Vertical pupil full of concealed symbols. So it showed him that and then took his memory away, and we learned that the reason that doll became active behind the gate at all is because the notebook has since been put behind the gate. So we've also got the whole ritual scene that went on, which a lot of people theorized about. The pregnant lady, like, it looked like the lady on the table was pregnant. You can kind of see her belly there, maybe. So if this happened a month prior, it's possible they cursed this lady that we saw earlier in the episode with her baby, because that's actually a great point. Hold on, where was that scene? Right here. Look at what she says about her child. Hums and whistles. And Klein is like, is the shock of it all messing with her head? I think she was cursed, or whatever the hell this ritual scene is here. Well, let me get that guy's name again as well. It's like something. Levinus, yes. So Levinus is acting out his swindler sequence by getting her pregnant and then stealing all their money and leaving. But also it seems like he might have put her here. This might be her. This is blonde hair. That woman had blonde hair. So I think it's entirely possible that they're like cursing this woman. Don't know what for, but the reason she woke up is that, or the reason she wakes up and she hears hums and whatever from her baby is because of whatever this little ritual here was. And I mean, there's so much going on. There's so much to keep up with. I tossed out so many different theories about things going on, so many possible, like, could the Aurora Order and the Secret Order be working together? I tossed out theories like that could possibly have something to do with this, but because yeah, something went on here. Is she wearing a necklace in the scene? Not that we can see. No, it doesn't look like she has a necklace on, but she does have blonde hair, which the woman in this scene has blonde hair, because the reason I was saying I don't think it could be her was because this happens a month before the scene with Klein and her and all the above, the shit going on now. This happens 1 month prior. This happens right after they steal Azique's son's skull. This happens right after they steal it. This ritual occurs, whatever the hell's going on here. I feel like they're probably trying to do something. Hang on, I'll get to that thought in a second. But this ritual occurred a month before, so I was like, that doesn't make any sense, does it? But it does. It does actually make sense that it happened a month before, because they're cursing the baby from inside this woman, and that's why she said she hears hums and things like that from her child, is that they did some ritual thing here that involves, for whatever reason, Azique's son's skull. Could they maybe be trying to reincarnate him into her baby? I have no idea what could be possibly going on here and what they aim to achieve by doing that, but I definitely think that's possible. Anyway, I've already been talking for so much. I still have so many other theories to toss out. There was so fucking much that went on last episode. It's crazy. I'm just waiting to see where it all connects, because Klein either thinks there's somebody behind the scenes pulling the strings for all this to occur, the way that everything interlinks so perfectly, it can't just be a coincidence. So Klein thinks maybe someone's behind the scenes pulling the strings. Either way, it feels like a big reveal is on its way here at some point. I'm excited to find out what it's gonna be. Anyway, let's hop into this next episode here. There's a lot going on. Levinus, whatever this ritual is that they're doing, why it involves Azique's son's head, why this woman, who I'm now predicting is the woman here, that had the baby. It was talking about like the humming and things like that. I feel like there's some connection there. Klein's digested the potion, so he can start on the clown pathway now. He got blocked. This big building showed up here, and then he got pushed out of the divination. Something about red smokestacks. Absolutely so much shit going on, so let's get it. Let's get this episode and let's try to figure it out. Oh, per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those over and will. Now let's further this up straight into Lord of the Mysteries, episode 8. It's really crazy. I don't think we've seen someone who's more powerful than a sequence 7 yet. Or I think, wasn't Trissy a sequence 7 heading into 6, if I'm not mistaken? Or an 8 heading into 7? I forget. I think Trissy is the most powerful person we've seen so far, in terms of, like, sequence. Koi University. Hello, Klein. Yeah, you got a lot to think about, brother. The interference remained. Ooh, then just advancing to clown, huh? True. Oh, is he here with the Zeke? Yeah, he is. Yes, to say the least. Since they noticed my gaze. Good way to help him relax a bit. There's a lot of shit been going on. I don't like that episode title. Not a big fan of that episode title, not gonna lie. Time for another meeting. Oh, they got him more of the diary, Roselle's diary. She was so worried that she couldn't find anything. Secret beyond their circles. Don't look at me. He seemed to have gotten the message, but probably not the correct message. He just received the message to kind of take it upon himself to talk about it. You bits you do know. Yeah, 1,000 pounds. Jesus. For just the tip of an iceberg, yeah, that's crazy. Or is he maybe doing this to test how much money she has? Because she is royalty, but I don't know if they know that. Klein, you should tell him to tell her. If you told him to tell her, he'd do it. He would do it for no money. He'd do it free of charge. Is she gonna do it? It's only money. Jesus Christ! And we've only heard about like the Aurora Order, the Secret Order, like oh my god! I guess we've heard of ones that have been around for a long time. Yeah, the Demonist Sect, the Secret Order, but there's a lot more that probably popped up recently. Makes it sound like the Aurora Order is a much more recent organization. That's interesting. The earliest recognized of these is the Moses Ascetic Order. Is Mystery Prior. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that. Why is he on the pathway for this secret organization? Because the Nighthawks of the Evernight Goddess, we don't have that, I don't think. We had a very limited number of pathways, and I don't think that was one of them. The Hidden Sage. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I'm gonna bank on the idea that maybe old Neil didn't like that they've turned evil and left. I'm gonna bank on that. Knowledge is self or to become alive. What? The numinous episcopate that worships death. Include Rose School of Thought. What? Born from the southern continent. And that was £1,000 for that information. Good morning. Yeah, because we're talking about death here, right? And it's a capitalized death. By the way, that subtitle is very specifically a capitalized death. Very much could have something to do with Zeke and the fact that he's immortal. Evernight Goddess's words proves there's some hidden truth to it. Got the newspaper boy here. Oh, hello you two, Jesus. Oh boy, yeah, he walked out without his coat on and everything like that, and so they're seeing, you know, he was keeping it a secret from him what he actually does. And to be fair, it shouldn't be that unusual for him to have a gun. He's part of a security company as far as they understand. That's what you come up with? He's maybe got information here about some paranormal shit. Flying fish and flying paper. Oh, okay. Oh, Neil, Neil and Havre. Wait, what was he? Sailor Pathway Sequence 8, Folk of Rage, Tengen City Mandated Punisher. You know, those eyes that we saw behind Neil as well, I still haven't forgotten about that. Neil told Klein to like not look at that kind of thing. And Klein knows exactly what's going on. It is just a Zeke, apparently. Not sure what he's gaining by doing that, to be honest. Yeah, but what is it? What does he gain from doing that, though? I guess maybe they have some plan in place. No, they become like best buds now. Throwing him out. Trophy straight shooter. Oh, hello, Leonard. Interesting. Sending Neil. Neil getting out, trying to get out of going. I'm sorry, I can't stop being suspicious of Neil now because of what they said earlier. He's on the exact same pathway from an organization that has recently turned evil. Maybe not recently turned evil, that might be the wrong word to use, but turned evil in general. That's worrying, unless Neil has since left the organization. Yeah! Anything for money with Neil. Bruh! Yeah, because if you keep it around for too long. Yeah, it was Beyonders, it was like 3.5 hours, right? And then, so regular people, it's an hour. He definitely, so he wants it. Why does he needs that emblem for a reason? Is he trying to give it to a Zeke or something? I feel like Leonard knows something's going on here with these theatrics. Interesting. All right, what's gonna be? Is gonna talk about the organization mentioned earlier? Oh, just secret organizations in general. Oh, and this is from Klein. There, you see down at the bottom. Ancient organizations were born during the Fourth Epoch, with the earliest publicly recognized organizations being the Moses Ascetic Order, the Demonist Sect, the Secret Order, the Blood Sanctified Sect, and so on. Secret organizations born in the Fifth Epoch are more or less connected to the frightening families and forces of the Fourth Epoch. Examples include the Theosophy Order, the Numinous Episcopate. Sorry, these are tough words. Takes a second to register them. Numinous Episcopate, the Life School of Thought, and the Rose School of Thought. New organizations that have appeared in the last 200 300 years include the Aurora Order, the Iron and Blood Cross Order, Element Dawn, and the Psychology Alchemists. I'm not gonna remember like any of those. That's so many. Oh my god. He's got it on his chest there. Yeah, that's... You'll never discover my secret. You think Klein's on to you or something like that, or he's trying to figure out your secret? So Leonard, I thought Leonard wasn't coming, but he's coming anyway, okay. So many people. Handsome fellow like that. First time we see Leonard make a face like this. In the arms of politicians and noble ladies. Jesus. Neil's the only one getting praised. Never mind, I take it back. That's crazy. He's gonna become a ghost before he exercises Eddie. Jesus. Those are the essentials. So he just brought the most like basic shit to be like, oh yeah, look, we're professionals, because the major public maybe doesn't know that deeply about that kind of stuff. Fake guru on the spot, yeah. Form over substance, so people will believe you. Eerie ass warehouse, Jesus. Still don't know what Klein and Ezeke's plan is here. What are they trying to get out of this? Because these are clearly Ezeke's people. Whoa, oh god. Passed right through him. Oh Jesus! They just inhabit all those people? Oh my god. What the fuck is happening? Sure is authentic, yeah, what the fuck? At least he's not making them do harmful things to themselves. Like that's obviously, they don't want them to harm themselves. They just turned them into goobers. Don't expose me! Yeah, trying to kiss Leonard. Endure for a minute so I can expel them. What does that do for them now? Oh. All the spirits leave the bodies. Just a minor episode, yeah. Why me? Turning him into the fake guru. The fucking... You got it, buddy. They changed the subtitle style. They're a goddess who stands higher than the cosmos and more eternal than eternity. So this is what they do. This is their act to make people believe what they're doing without showing their beyonder powers or anything. Like so dumb. Throwing garlic all over the place. It just says throwing the little speckles all over the fucking place. That's how the papers described. I don't know what the papers would have described, but I can't imagine it was this. Oh, do they feel like they're getting a secret showing here or something like that? Gotta convince the public that what you're doing is correct. And now they all leave so we can get to our actual work. So I still question what was the point of all that. Jesus Christ. That's the pregnant woman. Right? Yeah, those green eyes, that's her. Oh, hello. The fact that they brought her back and had her show up again. I mean, obviously she was going to be important when she showed up last episode, but they brought her again. Okay. Little does he know, it is absolutely beyonder involved. It is absolutely, assuredly beyonder involved. Specifically on the Marauder pathway on the Swindler sequence. Which adds up to, he swindled her. And all my theories earlier on, it feels like they're using her for some kind of ritual. Or they used her for a ritual. Aw, so he's actually close with them. Aww. That's sad. Growing old sucks, man. Jesus. Fair point. I was thinking about that. Maybe the reason we only see people in like sequence 7 and above, up to sequence 9, is because the further you go, the more easier it is to lose control. And so people like very rarely get much further than like sequence 7. It could just be that we haven't seen people of that level yet, but it also could be it's really hard to get to that. It's innately more difficult to get that level. Of course it is, but like it's even more difficult because maybe it's easier to lose control, so a lot of people who even get near that area end up just dying or losing control in the process. Yeah. He already knows the cause. Damn. I would assume there's something he wants him to see, right? Right up here in the southern continent. Ooh. And their theft of the skull of Mr. Ezek's son. If he is a descendant of death, that would mean his son is also a descendant of death, which would beg the question they might know something about Ezek, like Levinus and this group might know something about Ezek, and that's why they want his son's head, because he is a descendant of death. In the same way that Ezek woke up and is basically immortal, wouldn't his son be too? But his son died fully normally. I don't know, I have questions about that. His chance to be alone. So you want to be left alone with this again. It's burning gold. Here we go. Whoa. Ooh, okay, so that's his objective here, is to be able to make those charms. The visuals, man, so epic. There we go. Or is this just how to make the charms, basically? You have to do this. because he got the way to make them, but is this him doing it? Because earlier in the episode, he had said he looked at he had the recipe for making the charms. I assume this is the way to make the charms. He looked at that deity, that like sun deity, and lived and was rewarded with a bunch of information and stuff like that. Like he got the potion for no he didn't. He got, I forget, whatever. But that was one of the things they showed us at the beginning of this episode that he got. And so I guess him doing all of this was him acting that out in a way to make the charms. Okay, that makes sense now. So that was his and Ezekiel's goal the entire time. Uh-oh. Is Shadow telling him something's going on? Whoa, what the fuck? Jesus! Oh no, fuck that. I hate sea monsters, man. Fuck that! Jesus! Ay, fuck. Oh, it's coming to attack Klein? It stopped the bullets! What the fuck is this thing? So it can walk a limb, but it's got gills too. Oh, it's a Beyonder that lost control. Jesus! Time to go, Klein. It is time to go. Thank you, Leonard. Woo! Damn. There you go. The epic music. Gee, oh my god, this boat's getting destroyed. Good shit, Neil. Yo! Woo! Yo! This might be the coolest fight yet. On a burning boat. It's still cooking. Oh, I love Leonard's fighting style. It's so sick. Where'd those charms go, my man? You got those on you? I'm hoping Klein grabbed them. Oh, God. Nice. I'm assuming that's Klein. Good shit. Yo! Oh, God. Yikes, the thing is not going to be easy to kill. Oh, now we've come unhooked from the dock. Hey! Jesus! It's the crazy giant swing! The tears! And this thing's still chasing Leonard. Ooh, it's someone Neil knew. Oh, it's someone Neil knew. Uh-oh. This is crazy, this fight. Oh my god. Leonard just casually swinging by. Look at that look on his face. Look at this casual grin on his face as he swings by. Look at this shit-eating grin. Oh god. Don't Klein coming in and knock you out of there. What are the odds? That worked. Somehow. Let's go, Neil. Is that his wife? Or is that Favre? That's the that's the little, I forget what those are fucking called. Whatever, the what is it called? Flask. Yes, the flask that Favre had. Is that him? What the fuck happened? We just saw him following that woman not that long ago. What the hell happened? How did he lose control? We literally just saw him. Hold on. He's following her right here, not even 8 minutes ago in this episode. What happened? What happened while he was following her? Damn, that was the last person Neil was close to. God, yeah. I mean, you're not supposed to touch him, right? Because it fucks up your hand. God damn, man. Jesus. Ooh. Seems like ever since his wife passed, huh? That's their friend group there, yeah. Him and Havre were so... Yes! Yes! Thank you, we're finally fucking questioning what I've been asking since it happened. Why the hell did... We literally saw him earlier that day and he was just fine. What happened? What'd you know? What is he noticing? Okay, that told me literally nothing. Hang on. There's some like armband here with a heart locket on it. There's on that woman there. Was that Celeste, I believe, in that picture? That was Neil's wife. Yeah, so that was Neil's wife, right? I think. A deck of cards? Or was that trying to show something on his wrist? No, it's just a deck of cards. He's got a little thing there. Oh my god, rings there. Yeah, those two people have on the same rings. They're focusing on this flask again. I have a few possible ideas, but I'm gonna let this play out before I toss anything out. Because I don't know if they're gonna answer my questions. Well, this is eerie as fuck, yeah. We're asking the right questions now. Interesting. So you could still lose control and those will do nothing to help you. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Basically, the reason people aren't like higher up on the sequence line is because they lose control so frequently, and it's so seemingly easy to do so, and it can happen in a moment's notice. That would be interesting, actually, if instead the higher sequence you get, the harder it is to lose control, and so everybody loses control really early on. Time to advance, baby. Damn, so what the hell was that scene with Neil supposed to mean? I was gonna maybe toss out the theory that, like, that Neil and Havre were, like, secret lovers or something, but I don't think that's possible. That didn't make any sense. None of that imagery pointed to that, except for like the two scenes they showed them like laughing together. Nothing pointed to that being a fact. So I have no idea what that whole scene was and what Klein was trying to get at there. Feel free to help me out in the comments there, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest, I actually have no idea. For the first time, I'm completely lost. I genuinely don't know what to say about that. Good episode again. Once again, this was more of a build-up episode. We came to a big crescendo in the last one with Klein realizing that there's someone behind the strings, so much shit connects and all the above, and now we're trying to figure out if they could have something to do with what's going on here, because Havre was following that girl, and then all of a sudden he lost control out of nowhere. A lot of stuff going on. You guys have to clarify what's going on with Neil and Havre there. Was it just like an emotional moment of like they were all close together, that friend group they had there? It felt like Klein was realizing something in that scene, but I don't quite know what it was. I don't know. Anyway, you guys will clarify in the comments for me. Unless it's a spoiler, of course. If they're gonna come back to it, don't tell me. But anyway, good episode. Don't think I have too much to add here. Like I said, mostly a build-up episode here. That fight with Leonard was actually pretty sick. Last episode was really, really good. We got Neil and his backstory with the other guy, his little drinking partner guy, who they were very close with, you know, his wife and seemingly the other guy's wife as well, who are both dead now. They were the last two remaining of their little friend group they had. And there was a whole scene at the end where I thought Klein was like figuring something crazy out. No, Turns out he was just figuring out there was a connection between the two of them, which, like, I felt like that was really obvious, so I don't know why he was having some giant epiphany while Neil was playing the piano from seeing the keepsakes and stuff, because I thought that already been made apparent to him. Evidently enough, not. So, anyway, that was a really good episode. I say really good. I'd put it a good episode. I don't think it was my favorite. But it was fine. Honestly, after how insane episode 7 was, episode 8 definitely felt like way more of a build-up episode, so I'm excited. Apparently a big thing happened where like China offline aired the last 4 episodes of this show, and people from China got to like rate the episodes and stuff, and internationally apparently they're supposed to completely all come out, or it was like they're supposed to all drop, but internationally they're still going to release weekly, but like guaranteedly people are going to get their hands on them and fan sub them ahead of time. I'm still gonna go with the weekly release, but apparently by the rankings the finale was like by far the best episode of the entire show, which has me very excited, and this one was the second highest rated episode, so I'm excited. Let's get into this. We're heading into episode 9, talking about Zeke and Klein working together to get Klein some charms as kind of trump cards in case he needs them. And also someone pointed out that the doomsday we saw at the beginning of episode 1, that date is very scarily quickly approaching, as it was mentioned by the guy Klein was chasing back in episode 7, who ended up turning into a demon monster. We saw that he mentioned Doomsday, so a lot of shit going on. I tossed out so many theories in the last episode, which, because these videos are paired together, you'll get them all in the same video, but all my theories are still in place about possibly the Aurora Order and the Secret Order working together, shit like Levinus and the woman being pregnant there, him being the swindler, you know, swindling her for all the money, but then also using her as some like possible sacrifice with the baby, using Zeke's kid's head. There's so much shit going on, and the way the big graph that Klein showed with the all interconnecting, we'll see where this goes. I also saw some dialogue and conversation that like season 2 is gonna be like 30 episodes or some shit, and apparently they have a roadmap for like the next like 5 or 6 seasons or some shit like that. That's crazy. To like 2031. Acting plus potion become the occupation referred to by the potion's name and follow its encompassed rules at all times. Yeah, we still don't even know what happened to him. Like, why that? We literally spoke with him and saw him not even a few minutes before he went berserk. We have no fucking idea what happened there. Not a single clue what could have feasibly happened there. Klein sent us some shit. What the hell? We also have to think about the red stacks going on. Yo, what the? We just started the episode, man. What the fuck? Don't shoot. Really? Dally? I was gonna say, I couldn't remember her name. I was gonna call her Darcy. We just received Dunn's letter. I see. Yeah. He's happy he's able to relax. Yeah. Okay. Your advance request. Yeah, because he's leveling up to clown. So why are you coming to me about this? Ooh, she knows about the acting method. Yeah, you gonna play coy? Either use the acting method, or you're an evil heretic. Nope, not me. Not me. Damn, and he's already leveling up to sequence 8. It goes back to the 30 park. Okay, so she doesn't dare bring it up to anybody who doesn't know. The higher ranks make those who stumble upon this knowledge swear on a notary certificate. What is a notary certificate? Statement signed and sealed by a notary public, attesting to the performance of a specific notarial act and providing details about the transaction. Serves as proof that a document is genuine. Okay, so it's like a forcefully genuine document you can't go against, I guess. That's what I'm gathering from that. Before he has to sign that thing. Think you go weird? Yeah. So how did they figure out that Klein knows the acting method? Oh. So basically tell before you have to sign that shit. Why is it important that they know, though? I guess so they... It's interesting. It seems like people are trying to stifle growth by hiding the acting method. Here they come. Yeah, he totally is knowledgeable about it. He already knows. I have no doubt in my mind that Leonard already knows. Oh, hello, Neil. Letting him know as this guy's arriving. Who's the guy here? They're just not showing his face. I've attempted to be a true seer. They're similar to the mystery prior Maxim. Oh, he said like you could have leveled up a long time ago. But again, don't they not even know the next sequence for Neil? And also, I'm still suspect of this motherfucker. I forget which group it was, but there was a group that specifies in the pathway that he is on. Good big gathering going on here. Here he comes. Yo, this dude looks intimidating as fuck. Does Dunn know him? Those green eyes are quite terrifying. Yeah? They locked this motherfucker up? Oh boy. Krestet Sesmir. Nighthawk's high-ranking deacon, Sleepless Feather, sequence 5! Whoa, that's the highest we've seen so far. You know, I had said it before. I had said we haven't seen anybody like above sequence 7. I either theorized it's really hard to get there, which it has been showcased. It is. A lot of people die or lose control in the like top 8 to 9 range. But I also theorized, you know, we just haven't seen those people yet. Here you go. For the authoritative red gloves of the goddess's sword. Demigod? Yeah, that's crazy. If this were an assessment, they wouldn't be in the interrogation room. Yeah, I feel like Klein wouldn't be tied up. This was the power of a demigod. Jesus. From an evil god. No, yes, I mean, I've got a whole fog inside of me. That was it, I guess. Grasp the potion outstandingly. The fog hid it from this guy. Damn, that's crazy. The fog can hide from a guy who has the powers of a demigod. Interesting. Some of all of you is stronger than most. Jesus. So in his interrogation method, it can make them take their own life? A little bit extra. Klein is not very appreciative. I mean, that looked pretty scary. What do we do? Establish your oath that you can't tell anybody about it? And in my real name. Whoa, that's a cool ass frame. The subtitles done too well too there. Damn. Some tells me Leonard might have already knew, but you know. Is he a seer? His eyes keep doing that shit, and the only person we've seen do that is... No. We saw his pathway earlier. You know, he's a spirit warlock. He's on the sleepless pathway. So no, his eyes are doing the thing that Klein's typically does, though, whenever he does the spiritual reading. Oh yeah, so let's talking about it. I'm curious how we're gonna continue to level up, because Klein might have leveled up really quickly to sequence 8, but we don't have the sequence 7 potion yet. That's not something we have. We legitimately don't have that, and so yeah, I don't know. what we're gonna do about that, because no matter how quickly he digests the clown potion, he still can't level up without that. But I guess he's waiting for, you know, the Hangman and Justice to give him to give him more of Roselle's diary, so that maybe he can figure out the next steps to getting the next couple potions or things like that, because he knows the Antigonus family is the one that's sitting on what they called, I can't remember the exact word, so I apologize, but it was like the scary or like foreboding or some shit like that pathway, which is the seer pathway. Oh, so they're going straight to brewing it. I guess they gather the materials for it, because they didn't even know what the recipe of clown was until recently. One cloak grass powder. Human-faced rose? Ooh, Ornacious Grey Mountain goat. That's interesting. There you go, buddy. Your last act as a seer here. Oh my god, Phlegria's coming back. That's something, I feel like that's another unanswered question we have here. We've dove a lot deeper into Hornacius with like the mountains and where the Antigonus family was located and history and things like that, and how it's involved with this recent stuff going on with Levine, I believe his name was pronounced Levinus, and all the above. A ton of stuff's going on there with like the ruins that's up there and all the above, ancient families that could be involved with. So we've learned a lot more about that, but Phlegria, we know nothing about that still. Oh, God. Visuals are so good, as always. Sorry, I can't shake the feeling that this guy might know there's something weird about Klein. I mean, he did it in 2 months, so he's like, you know, celebrating a genius and all the above. But he just did that whole interrogation thing where he's asking, like, are you hiding something? Is there something you can't tell us? Yeah, there's a giant fog in my head that apparently can cloud demigods from seeing if I'm hiding anything. Seer Pathway, Sequence 8, Clown, Evernight Goddesses, Nighthawk, Klein, Moretti. Be sent to you by a sequence beyond her of the same pathway. It's content filled with malice. Feeling good, buddy? As Clown, maybe he's gonna be good with illusions and stuff now. Whoa! Oh, caught her. Yo! The speed! Ooh, he has foresight now, like a little bit of foresight. That's crazy. A little bit, even a tiny bit of foresight is crazy. Can he turn the light off? Oh, it didn't do anything. Skills like air bullets are locked behind sequence 7 and above. Yeah, because we know that Clown was sequence 7, which we still know what sequence 7 is. Sequence 7 is, which still has me questioning why the hell he was in clown. I can't speak. Clown garb. My best point or possible thing is that he was just keeping up the clown job to make a living, and although he was a sequence above it, maybe he just digested level 8 or something like that, so he hadn't had time to change things up yet. Or sequence 8, I mean. Whoa. Oh my god, he made a... That's crazy. Yeah, you can throw him like fucking bullets. God, is Neil sick? He was coughing earlier too. Those hands are gonna be behind him again? Whoa. Bitch. The fuck was that? What is that? Looks like a shrimp. I have no idea what that is. Was he gonna say, was that like Darve or something, like haunting him? I think his name was Darve, the dude from last episode. Maybe I'm wrong. Little do they know, Klein actually has found his information elsewhere, in many other areas. It's good to see Neil feeling better after last episode. We can go to the restaurant near my house. To be honest, Neil, I love you, but I don't trust you. I wish I could, but the fucking thing about his pathway being aligned exactly with the major pathway of like one of the groups from the previous episodes. What's that? Yeah, just because I'm older doesn't mean I gotta like fucking black coffee. Neil's looking happy. Yeah, he's acting differently. Or all bubbly, I guess. Duh. Sika's the one who likes writing and everything like that. I'm not sure she'll mind missing a drinking party. The Moses Ascetic Order? I'm assuming it's just Ascetic Order. Publicly acknowledged as the earliest secret organization established in the Fourth Epoch. They admired and worshipped a non-personified deity, the hidden sage. I feel like, have we read this before? Sometimes we've read this before. It's also too far over to the right. I can't, well, it's gonna, okay, I can't, it's cut off on the side. All things in the universe are numerological, and the hidden sage was the embodiment of spirit numerology. Knowledge was of utmost importance, and the hidden sage was knowledge itself. Its members used asceticism to counter losing control. They swore strict secrecy and abidance to their morals and commandments. Early ascetics were well admired by others and maintained good relationships with official organizations. After the hidden sage became a personified evil existence, the Moses Ascetic Order fell from grace and became an evil organization. They possess the mystery prior pathway and have concluded upon the maxim, do as you wish, but do no harm. So that's, yeah, it's been brought up a lot this episode, the mystery prior maxim, which is do as you wish but do no harm. They talk about that a lot this episode as well, and mystery prior is what Mr. Neil is under. That's the pathway he's under. But he's never been able to level up. I think he's still that level 9. Sequence 9. Got back to Neil again. Yeah, Klein was here the other day. Because he's lonely now after Davray passed. The fuck? Neil isn't even down here. He was in the piano room playing the... What the fuck? Where's Neil? Oh. What are you doing here? He was just playing the piano a second ago. What the fuck? And he was so happy not that long ago. What the hell is happening? Was that not Neil? I don't. Now I just gotta theorize. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, everybody's getting ready. Something weird is happening. Going to give us a surprise? He's coughing more. Something fucking weird is going on. What is happening? Once we know you're fine, we'll leave immediately. That's not a good aura. What the fuck is happening? Refusing to believe even me. Oh god, that OST. What did Klein see? Where are they off to? Where did he send them off to? Is he losing control? The fuck fuck is happening? Is he losing control? Is that what's happening here? Well, he was so chipper literally yesterday. Or actually, that was earlier today he was chipper. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's like there's blood draped all over the place. He was literally all chipper earlier today talking about let's go get dinner after work. Ugh. His glasses are on the desk there, but he was wearing glasses at the window earlier, and there was one of him at the front door too. It's just so bizarre. Yeah, I think he's losing control, right? Oh god. Hey, check your feet! Look at your feet! My horror mothers I've endured. Oh. He said I've always stuck to those words, which is the maxim of the ascetic, fuck, what is their full name? Of the Moses ascetic order. He says he's stuck to their maxim, huh? Hey! Oh no, did Neil just lose control? Fuck, they think he lost control. Literally once again, what this happened, like last episode, Darvik, I might be getting his name wrong, I apologize. Neil's friend, we talked to him and then not even a few hours later, he had lost control. And now the same thing with Neil, we talked to him and not even a few hours later after work, it looks like he's losing control. Oh my god. Has he walled himself in? I feel like this still might have something to do with all the way back when in episode like 1, we saw hands behind him and old Neil told Klein specifically, no, don't look at those, you're not supposed to look at that kind of stuff, but it was behind him. 15 years. Before I can stop worrying. Is he still human? Oh, there he is. He's been coughing a lot as well. Could this have something to do with the coughing? Uh-oh. What did he say? What have you been attempting all this time? Is he just like, I think it's just his head connected to this whole mass in the door here. I don't think he has a human body anymore. But why? What is happening? Is it just like the death of Darvik pushed him over the edge to lose control? I don't know. You figured it out. His wife. What? He's been trying to resurrect his wife? And the fucking blood shit is playing the piano? Oh no. Mystery Prior Maxim and from Dolly's example. Dolly's example. Think we're entering a nightmare. Yeah, his head is just connected to this mass now. He's no longer really human. Oh god. I prepare a body that never ages. No, summon her soul from the spirit world and guide it into her new body. Oh, he's telling Klein to back off because he used his nightmare ability there, so something tells me we're in a dream right now, so if something were to happen, he'll be okay. He kept whispering its description into my ears. It's a gift from God. Sounds like he might have been listening to the voices you're not supposed to listen to if you don't want to lose control. He is. Yup, the hidden sage. Oh. Jesus! Yeah, I called that shit back in episode 7 when we learned what his pathway, or when we saw the hidden sages and that cult and or the order and what pathway they have, and I was like, yep, I'm suspect of you. Oh my god, what the fuck? It really feels like he would. I mean, he's been trying this in the background, obviously, from what he's saying here. He's been trying to resurrect her anyway. But, I mean, he was literally just. He went out drinking with Davre and Klein last episode. He's been hanging out with Klein a bunch throughout the beginning episodes. Trilly, was it Trilly? I forget. The Trilly episode, whatever, I forget his name, if it was Trilly or not, after he changed to a woman. That episode, they hung out when they went to the underground market. I mean, we've spent so much time with old Neil. This is just what I just want to know what triggered him to go overboard like this all of a sudden. Was it, I mean, it has to be the death of his buddy, but also he was so chipper earlier. Was it just like an impending doom thing? Like he was all happy and things like that before something really bad was gonna happen? Like he was in a heightened state of happiness? God damn it, man. We're about to all go out eating together and everything. Jesus. Yeah, trying to entrap us? Oh! This is just depressing. Jesus. Are they? Is it? He still has a human face, but I don't know if it's even remotely possible to bring him back from this point. I feel like he might be too far gone. Oh god. What artifact do they have? Peaceful hair strands. Any living creature that touches peaceful hair strands without protection will lose all desires and emotions until the end of their lifetime. I mean, yeah, peaceful maybe. It completely pacifies them of everything. So in theory, Neil will return, but it'll just be a lifeless, emotionless Neil. Peaceful serenity reigns. So that's what he had Leonard go grab. Jesus. Ritual quietly. He just wants to see his wife again after the death of his best bud, the only person he had left. He just kind of lost it. Jesus. Damn, he's just begging them to let him go. And this is crazy. After he was touched by those peaceful, whatever the hell their full name was, peaceful strings or something, he's still here somewhat. It just pacified him somewhat. Damn, even Dunn's shaking. I mean, they can't let you go. Klein's gonna be the one to shoot him, or he's gonna do something if Dunn won't. Jesus. And after they all literally came here to go out drinking with him, and he was so happy. Sucks, Klein and Neil were real buddies, man. Damn, even fucked Leonard up. There's notes of some kind falling out. Required for alchemical life. In the Spring of Elves. Star Crystal. Fresh blood from living people. Can consider drawing my own. Whoa. Translate it. Bitch, translate it. What the fuck did that say? Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. What the hell did that say? A frail cemetery. Damn. Bad timing to comment on it, but that just looks like they're pouring real dirt over a camera. The visual's insanely realistic looking. Neil. Damn. Another grave being hung up from the people of their group who's passed. That's your original purity. Damn, the fact that he had such an effect on all of them. God, these visuals are gorgeous. Oh, he's there with his wife. He's able to pass on and meet her in the afterlife. Constantly battling danger and madness. If I cannot save her, then I shall accompany her. Wow, Jesus Christ. Heavy ass episode, man. It doesn't appear to be an end credit scene either. That is just that. Wow. R.I.P. Neil, man. Jesus, what a heavy episode. I honestly was not expecting him to die, because he has the whole like segments where it's like mysticism with Neil or whatever the hell it's called, like the extra side segments are him teaching us. I was not expecting him to die, honestly. I thought maybe they'd bring him back or by some, I don't know. I really truly was not expecting him to die, but that's the first death out of the main cast of this series, and it is depressing as fuck. He just really wanted to bring his wife back, and apparently he's been working on that for a while, and I guess just continued working on it, and then after Darv passed away, or Davre, whichever his name is, last episode, he just went overboard and lost control this episode, and that was that. I'm still a little confused as to why he was like so uppity and chipper, and then he lost control after that, if there's a reasoning behind that. Or if it is that kind of thing, like I said, where it's like your impending doom is coming, and so you get this weird like heightened sense of like joy or something before it inevitably ends up happening. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. You guys will possibly clarify things like that, because we still don't know why Davre lost control either, why he randomly lost control last episode within the few hours that we weren't with him, because he was following that woman with the baby. So a lot of questions still surrounding his death, and then Neil's as well. If they just naturally lost control. Neil's you can make a lot more theories about. Davre's is the one that we know the least about, but Neil's you can make some more theories about why, what led him to end up doing what he did, or what led him to losing control, and then just him being with his wife in the afterlife after, just the fact that he lived by that maxim so deeply that he needed a ton of blood for this ritual, but he was just gonna siphon his own. He was just gonna take his own, because he didn't want to do harm to others. It's depressing, very depressing, and all of them seem to be very close. Klein only's been there for 2 months, but he had spent a ton of time with Neil. Neil had been in most of the episodes up until this point, and yeah, and all the rest of them obviously have been working with Neil for a long time. Like Dunn said, he's been working with him for 15 years. That's crazy. But yeah, it's also the fact that they went there he had invited them to come to a party with him, he would pay for dinner for them if they all came to a place near his home. And they were all literally on the carriage ride there like, let's go out more with him, let's hang out more with him, and all the above, and can't do that now. Damn. Alright. That was a crazy heavy episode, but a good one nonetheless. But I think it's going to wrap it up reaction to Lord of the Mysteries episodes 9 and 8, because I'm putting them in the same video. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.